Now, I can just be giving a small introduction. I really welcome you all to this day. And we have been having such days over the years. We always train children, and then we have a competition at the end. But this is a very special competition because it enables us to select. We are going to have 2 cohorts this month. The first cohort has been training the previous week, and some of the participants are going to send in their presentations via video, and some have decided to present to the judges directly. And from this first cohort, we shall select the top 5 presenters, and then the next cohort, they are starting their training next week. So after their training, they will also have such a competition. And after the competition, we now shall have the finalists from the cohort 1 and the finalists from cohort 2 to come together and compete for the prizes for the best innovator of this month. So every month we always have such awards, and we always give them some small gifts at the end for the winning teams, and also certificates for everyone who participates in this competition, and also a qualification to go to the Ignite stage or to the launch stage of the training according to the levels of difficulty of the training. So we have been training them how to develop games and some applications, just the basics to Scratch programming. And some of them are going now to be competing to see if they have understood the previous steps, so they can move on to the next steps of the training. Now, without wasting much time, my name is, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Solomon Bwire, and I work with Makerere Innovation Society, an organization which is empowering children and youth over Africa with digital skills and innovation skills required to thrive in this 21st century workforce. So we are working with a lot of organizations, and we are partnering with a lot of organizations across the globe to ensure that children and the youth in Africa and also the indigenous communities get the equal chances with the children in other continents. And we have been supported. We have many organizations that are supporting us. That's why our trainings are free. Some of the kids were asking us who sponsors us. So a lot of organizations out there want to empower you. So since they can't reach you directly, they give us their support. So, and also the resources to help you access. So we are going to be improving these trainings. You are going to have more skills which are going to be coming up in this coming month, and also in this coming week. We are having more trainings every month, every week, and throughout the year. Robotics, leadership. We have STEM. We have entrepreneurship. We have a lot of packages that are being organized by our stakeholders, and we shall be sharing with you the links to register for them, and also you can apply for some on our website. Today, without wasting much time, we only have 1 hour for this, and we are going to be listening in to only 6, supposed to have 5, but then one also requested that we fix them since they won't manage to send a video. So only 6, and you have only 5 minutes. By 4 p.m. we should be stopping and then allowing voting to happen. Now, let me take a chance to, I just give a chance to maybe some of our judges, official judges. All of us are judges here. Even though you're presenting, you can judge your friend by voting for them, or you can judge yourself. We know all of you have the best projects. I personally, I have been working with you, and I know all of you are just amazing. So all of you have won. So we believe that by the time you're presenting today, you are winners. So what we are going to be doing today is just to vote for the best project, which impresses you, which project do you like more. So let me give a chance to Henry and Vivian to just say a word or two, and maybe just tell us what they do. And the rest of the judges will be joining in. I'm not seeing other judges yet, but they'll be joining in later. to tell us what they do at the end and also to judge. So Henry, please, thank you very much for honoring our invitation, and please take a chance to maybe introduce to the audience as we wait.
Can you hear me well?
Yes, please.
Yeah, my name is Henry Chihika. I'm a researcher at Resilient Africa Network, Makerere University School of Public Health. And at the same time, I'm an innovator. I innovate in various fields, and I happen to innovate with your leader, Mr. Wire, and he knows my past in innovation. And I'm glad to be part of this program as your judge, and let's hope for the best. For I know that at the end of the day, even when you don't emerge as the winner, you have already won by the fact that out of the many have stood out to come and compete. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. I also enjoy working with you, and for innovations, this is all about innovation. We innovate, we create new things, we invent, and we help the world. So let me also welcome Vivian. Vivian, just also say a word of hello to the community before we proceed. The rest of the judges will introduce as they come in. You are mute, please unmute. We can't hear you.
Okay. Good afternoon to you all. I'm Asekani Vivian, a student at Makerere University. I'm part of Makerere Innovation Society. I'm actually so humbled to be part of you people here. And I just can't wait to experiment what is going to happen with the young talent team. So yeah, I just can't wait for the presentations to start.
All right. Thank you very much, Vivian. And now, without wasting much time, I know we have a lot of people who want to put wish to speak, but then we shall give them a chance at the end because of time. Let's just start a bit. So I request everyone maybe to mute, then you'll unmute when you're presenting. So thank you very much. Now, we are going to have the first presenter, who is going to be Deogracious Samuel. So Deogracious, you have exactly, you know the rules, so we don't have to remind you. We know all our innovators are always valuing time, and it's always good to value time in everything that you do, because that's what success calls for. So you have exactly 5 minutes, and at the end of 5 minutes, we shall stop you. You should, if you have a PowerPoint, feel free to share, talk about your project. Then in the first 3 minutes, you're talking about your project. Then the last 2 minutes, you demonstrate how the project is played. And after demonstrating, then the judges will try to ask you, not asking you questions, but they will give some comments. Maybe they give some recommendations how you can improve your project, or ask you some questions about something maybe in your project which they don't understand. So Deogracious, I don't know whether you're around. If you're ready, let me just stop sharing my screen and you take over the flow. So let me allow you to share your screen. You are free to share your screen, and please go ahead and demo you and present your project. So I'll be timing. I'm the timer. I'm not a judge. Get my pen. Okay.
Let me first allow the screen to share. Good afternoon to you. My name is Deogratius. I'm a pupil of Namliango College. Good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon. Nice hearing from you, Deogratius. Please go ahead.
Let me start sharing. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can
Sir.
see your screen. We can see your screen. It's loading.
Okay. My name is Ochatum Deogratius Samuel. I'm from Namliango College and I'm in senior 1. My project is under entertainment and it is a game called Starfish Survivor. That's how it looks on its top cover. I hope you can see it. How the project works. To start the game, press the space button on your computer, dodge the jumps using the left key. I think my phone is freezing.
It's okay, Deogratius. Those challenges are always there. They are normal. Most times the internet can fail and most times phones freeze, but just relax and do it slowly. And we can maybe excuse you by 1 minute to get yourself set.
Yes. Yes. So how the project works, to start the game, press the space button on your computer. Dodge the jumps using left and right key on your computer. Use the left key to move left and the right key to move right. If the jump touches you, in brackets the starfish, the game will end and you will have to start the game again from the beginning. Each jump that reaches the bottom of the screen will add 1 to your score. The score is shown on the upper right corner of the computer. The game, press the A to pause the game, press the A button, and to resume, press the space button, space key.
Deogratius, we are not yet seeing
Next, how the
screen. I'm just still seeing myself on your screen. Maybe
on your screen. Maybe let me just turn on the camera and share from the computer.
yeah, it's also fine. It's also fine. It's also
How let's press. Very fast.
I think Deogracious, you're getting challenges. What you do, send me your presentation. I thought you would send your presentation. I told you to send your presentation. Send it via WhatsApp. Then you will present maybe at last. I will help you to share the screen. And then I allow you to annotate my screen and you'll be presenting using my computer. Is that okay with you? My computer, is that okay with you?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, just send me your presentation, your PowerPoint right now via WhatsApp or email. Then I'm going to help you. You will come next after the next presenter. After the next presenter. My screen. Sorry about the challenges. So maybe now let the next presenters, the Josiah present, then others will come next. We have Josiah, Maria, and Alex. Are you available? Just say yes if you are available, then I can unmute you. Okay, I can see you there. So just unmute yourself, and then Deogracious, please mute yourself. We give a chance to Josiah to present. So you can share your screen if you're ready, and then you can present your project.
Is everybody seeing my screen?
Yes, we are seeing your screen.
Okay. To start the game, you press the green flag. To move the ball, you have to press the right key and the left key, or you can say right arrow and the left arrow. Then you're supposed to the hearts that fall down. And you're supposed to make sure you collect them, and then by the time you reach the score 10, the backdrop will change, and then until you reach 40. Yes, that's the end of my presentation.
So do you want to share with us the code of your project? What are the key parts of your code? And how does it help children? And then you didn't even tell us your name and your class age. You didn't have a PowerPoint, sorry. You are muted. We are not hearing from you. You are still muted.
Well, when I did, when the green flag is clicked, when I was trying to clone myself, I said when the green flag is clicked, I would like to show the variable score. Now, when you want to make a variable, you come here and you press make a variable, and then you type in what the variable you want to make. Okay. Let me yeah. For example, if you want to say score, that's how you make it. But I had already made mine, so it's already there. And then I said set score to 0, which will be already there. And then I said hide. Then I came to the control, and I brought the forever thing here. And then I also said wait 2 seconds. You come here and then you click here, and then you can type in any seconds you want. Then I said create clone of myself, and I put it there. And then I said wait 3 seconds. Now I put this one up here because my game, like, the hearts were coming down too quickly, and they came down all at once, so I wanted them to first wait. For example, this one, heart candy, I said here, I said wait 2 seconds on top. Then on that I said wait 3 seconds. Then this one on heart face, I said wait 4 seconds, because they were coming down too quickly and it isn't easy for anyone to collect them. So then after that, I went and said I said that I said when I start as a clone, you go to X. Now it will bring you go to X, and then it will put a certain number here. For example, let me remove that. It will say that go to X as that or that, and then so you go. If you want to get that, you go here and you pick that. Then if you want to get this pick random, you will go to operators and pick it. Then you type in minus 300 to 300. Then you put show. You'll have to go to looks. You put show. Then I said forever. I put forever, which where control, and I picked forever. Then I said move 5 steps, which is still in motion. Then I also put point in direction 180 degrees here. Then I said if it touches a ball, I got the if there and that. Then I said if it touches a ball, then now if you want to get this touching ball or touching line, that stuff, you go to sensing, and then you pick this one. If key space is pressed, now it will give you many options. You can say space, up, down, right, left, any. Then they give you the letters of the alphabet and the numbers, so you can pick any that you want. Then you put it there. Then you say that if it touches the ball, then I want it to hide, and I want it to start. Okay, hide, you go to looks. I want it to hide, and then I go to start sound bite. And if you want to get the sounds, you come here. You can either record, you can come use the sound, or you can choose a sound, or you can record one, and you record a sound by going here, and then you go here. You don't click it, just put it there, and then press record, and then you can record anything that you want, and then you can stop recording. Now, if it's your first time to use that recording, it will ask you on your screen that you want to use your mic. You press OK, and then you play. Now, you can either re-record or you can save it, and name it, and yeah, you can rename it. And then after that, you go to code and pick your record that you chose. Then now you're still here on if chatting the ball. Then you say change score by 1. You come here on the variables where you made it. It will be there. Change score by 1, and then you say if touching the line. I showed you how to get it. Now you say the line, then say game over. You go to looks and say you pick this one and this one. You pick this one.
Okay,
and
now
then
you have only, your time is up. Please just summarize within a few seconds. Don't explain everything.
Okay. So I say hello. You type here what you want, and then you put the number of seconds you want. Then you say you also bring this one and go to operators, and you say join. Then you write here your score is with, you come here and pick the score and put it there. Now you stop all. Then for me, I put, if the score is 0, I came here in operators, and then I said if the score is 0, then I want it to switch backdrop to blue sky. I want it to switch the costume to FTR. Now I named it FTR because I didn't have any other name to name it. So, and then I put switch off, then I put those ones. If score is 10, switch backdrop, like that, until 40. Thank you. My name is Alexandra, and I worked on this project with Maria and somehow Josiah. We are 13 years old. Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's a very, very nice project. Actually, I'm so excited to play it. I don't know whether I'm going to hit score 50 or score 20. It's really a hard game, but I really encourage you to keep on. I like the way you're confident, the way you speak, you understand what you did, and you love what you're doing. So this is the first stage of your creative adventure. If you keep on being curious like that, and then trying to break the silo and looking out at other ways you can make the project better, I promise you that you're going to become a great innovator. Now, without further ado, let me invite, if there are any questions or any comments from one of our any of our judges, please go ahead within maybe 1 minute, then we go to the next participant. Any of our judges or any of the participants, if you have a question for Alexandra, then please go ahead and ask them. If there are no questions, then we can move on to the next participant. I think Deogracias, you should be Okay, so if you want to talk, you just let me, okay, let me just unmute. You just let me unmute you, then you say something. Sorry, I had muted everyone. But now you can unmute yourself.
My question to Alexandra would be the importance of this game and how it is going to help the kids or any other person that is going to be playing it all the time. I would like the presenters, apart from Alexandra, to capture the importances of their games. Whichever thing they're going to come up with, let them tag the importance of that game. Is it improving the cognitive capacities of young kids? Is it teaching them vocabulary? Is it teaching them anything that those games are teaching to the people who are going to use them? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Henry. Then please, Alexandra, please, can you take that question?
The game enables children to concentrate they are doing, like to concentrate. Yeah. For example, if like you're playing a game, then a housewife passes by, you need to learn to concentrate because you can be cutting something like you're in the kitchen cooking, and then you look at maybe a and you cut yourself, and yeah, that's why.
All right. That's so it enables me, it helps me to actually practice how to concentrate whenever I'm doing something serious. Okay, so if that satisfies our judge, Henry, then we can move on to the next judge. If there is any question from the audience or any comment, advice, recommendation, please go ahead. Otherwise, Deo Gracias, I hope you're now ready to present next. Then after Deo Gracias, the next person to prepare, let me see the next person who should be preparing to present after Deo Gracias. We shall have let me look for my list. I don't know whether it disappeared. We shall have Ethan. Ethan will be presenting next, then Cherotich, Natasha will present after Ethan, or if one of them is ready for the other. So if there is another question from any judge, please go ahead and ask or a comment.
Well, Mr. Bure,
Yes, please.
mine will not be a question actually. Yeah, because what I wanted to put across, I think Henry has done that. I wanted to tell her to capture the importance. But then I was impressed because it seems like she really knows what she was talking about. I was really impressed by that.
Okay. All right. So.
And also another thing, Mr. Weir, is the introduction part. Let them first introduce themselves before they go on to present their ideas. Thank you.
Right, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's proceed to the next. I think Henry, Do Gracias. Let me share. You sent me your slides, so let me share them, and then you can present next. Let me get your slides. So Deo Gracias, you can annotate my screen and go ahead and present. Let me allow annotation. So if you want, you can annotate my screen and then you present. Your time starts now. Deo Gracias, are you there? You can please unmute yourself.
Sorry. Good afternoon to you all once again. My name is Ochatumda Gracious Samuel, a student at Namiliango College, Senior 1. My project is on entertainment. My project is on entertainment, and it's a game called Starfish Survivor. It's called Starfish Survivor. So to start the game, you have to press the space key to start it. Let's go to how the project works. To start the game, press the space button on your computer. Dodge the jumps using the left and right key on your computer. Use the left key to move left and right. Use the left key to move left and the right key to move right. If the jump touches you, in brackets, you as the player, you're the starfish. The game will end and you will have to start again from the beginning. So each jump that reaches the bottom of the screen will add 1 to your score. The score is showed on the upper right corner. If you want to pause the game, you can press the A button, and to resume, you press the space key. How does the project help children? Children are able to relax their minds if they had a tiresome day. Let's say maybe I've been having a full day of reading, Zoom lessons, like that. Like for me at school, at home, I usually have Zoom lessons from Monday to Friday. So playing games helps me to relax my mind after having a tiresome day. It also relieves stress. The children develop a quick reacting mind since the game needs one to react very fast while dodging the jumps. So as you play with the controls of the game, you will learn how to apply the situations in real life situation, to the controls in real life situations. Then the challenges I faced when I was making my project. One of them was thinking of the game idea. It took me quite some good time to think of what I would use to when making my game. But I was scrolling through the sprites, then I looked at the starfish and I looked at the backdrop of the ocean. So I thought, what if there were jams that are falling from up into the sea and falling to the starfish? Then the next challenge was finding the title or the name for the game. It requires creative thinking in order to come up with an attractive name for the players. I mean, for the players to enjoy the game and like it. Then also finding the sprites and backdrops I had to use was one of the problems, but thankfully I managed to do that. That's about the game. So I think I can now show you how it's played.
All right, do you still want me to share for you my screen, or you can share your screen and show the game?
I think I can show the game. The game is on the computer, so okay. Just hope it is clear.
All right.
Yes. So my game is just the starfish. Yeah, but for it, when the space button is pressed, it's a forever. If key right is pressed, change X by if key that is pressed, change X by again. If the section is the edge, it should bounce and rotate the left right side. So that doesn't rotate when it's upside down. So next time,
Douglas, we are not breaking. Let me help you share the screen since you sent your project. Let me share your screen, then you explain using my screen because you're not audible enough. Is that okay with you? Okay, you can turn off your camera because it's making your internet slow. Then let me share for you the project. So that's your project. You are explaining inside. So let me try to go inside your project. Okay, then you can take it over from there.
Thank you. So when key A is pressed, I said, yes.
Feel free to use annotations if you want.
When key, yes. When A is pressed, I said forever, set the score to score. Because my A button, the A is the one I set for pausing the game. So then the next thing I said, stop all. Stop everything. Like when you press the A button, everything will stop, but the score will be saved. So when you want to resume the game, you'll still press the space button and your score will continue counting as you go on with the game. Then when space key is pressed forever, I put play sound xylophone 3 to make the game more interesting and so the players will also enjoy. So next is the jam. Let me click the jam. So I said for the jam, when the space key is pressed, it should wait for 1 second, then it should set score to score whenever key A is pressed. So that when you hit, so that coordinates with the key A when it is pressed. So that when you pause the game, your score will remain there. Then it should also hide before coming, and should go to that position, go to X position minus 12 and Y 91, and should create a clone of itself every 1 second. So when it starts as a clone, it should go to position between minus 200 and to 200 and Y and the Y axis on the 91. After that, it will show forever. It should point the direction of 180 degrees and move 10 steps. So if when the jam is touching the line, it will change your score by 1, and until the clone will be deleted. So if it is touching the starfish, it will play the sound of G bass until it is done, until the sound is done, and it will hide. And then after you failing, it will set score to 0, so that you can restart automatically if you are to restart the game. Then next is home screen. Home screen is the one that shows the instruction of how you'll start your game. So you'll press the space key to start the game, and that's how it is played. Yeah, and after you pressing the space key, the game will start. The jams will be falling, and you have to dodge them each time. You have to dodge each jam that comes. Yes, thank you. That's my presentation.
Okay, powerful presentation, and you are so confident. You really know what you're doing, and the game is so good. It's first of all, you just didn't highlight that it's also helping me to learn science and also teaching the children that germs are dangerous and you should always do everything you can to avoid the germs. So it's really a nice project, and maybe I will also give a chance to the other judges or the participants to also say something or comment or ask any question if they have. Thank you very much for coming up with such a great project. So if you have any question or any comment from the audience, please go ahead.
So I think I can share a link to the game, and so that you can also try it out. Is it okay?
Sure, you can share in the chat.
Thank you.
So as we are still waiting for the questions for Deogracias, the next participant, the next person to prepare to present their project, let me find out just on my list. So the next person is Ethan, and then or either Ethan or Cherotich Natasha. So if one of them is here, they should present next. I can say, I don't know whether Ethan is here already. Ethan, if you're there, please, you can just text in the chat or you share your screen and then you can present. But I can see Natasha is around. So Natasha, if you're ready, please, if there are no questions anyway, do we have any questions from the audience for Deogracias? Just in a few seconds. All my judges are satisfied and they have no comments. We shall also have comments after going through the recorded video. So you can always give some comments on your game or send you email or WhatsApp about what we feel. So now, if there are no questions, please let's give a chance to Natasha to share their screen. We have a few minutes left, so let's try to wrap up this. Natasha, you can share your screen and please present. Can unmute yourself. Unmuting yourself, then you just go ahead.
My name is Tretich Natasha. I am 9 years old and I am in Cambodia Junior School and P4. My project is called the Space Fight. It has tacos, a rocket ship, and rocks. The rocket ship is supposed to avoid the rocks while targeting for the tacos. Whenever it hits the tacos, the score increases by 1. When you stay longer on the taco, you get more points, and if it hits the rocks, the game ends. When the player reaches 100 points, they proceed to the next level. My project entertains children during this Corona period. The sprites challenges I faced in this project. The sprites were not working and I could not use them, and they took long to load. My work got deleted and my computer kept on freezing. Before I play the game, I'm going to first show you the code for the sprites. For the rocket ship, I said when green flag is clicked, when green flag is clicked, when the rocket ship is touching rocks, it should say game over for 2 seconds and stop all. When left arrow key pressed, it will change X by -10 -10 means left. When right arrow key pressed, it should change X by 10. Positive means right. When green flag is clicked, it should set score back to 0. If the rocket ship is touching the tackle, it should change score by 1. When I receive game over, it should hide, and when green flag is clicked, it should show. When green flag is clicked, it should go to this position and it should create clone of myself. And it should wait 1 second. When it starts as a clone, it should go to this random position and point in direction 180. As you can see, 180 is down and it should move 5 steps. If the tackle is touching the rocket ship, it should change my score by 1 and it plays sound pop until down. When green flag is clicked, it should switch backdrop to level 1. Let me show you the backdrops I chose for the levels. This is level 1, level 2, and level 3. So it should switch backdrop to level 1. It should wait until score is greater than 10 and than 100. It should broadcast level 1 complete and wait. Should wait until score is greater than 200 and broadcast level 2 complete and wait. When it receives game over, it should hide, and when green flag is clicked, it should show. The code for the rocks is the same, but the only difference is if it's touching the rocket ship, it should say game over and broadcast it, and the message will be called game over. You should stop all. Then the code for try again is when green flag is clicked, it should hide, and when I receive game over, it should show. When this sprite is clicked, it should hide. Now for the backdrops, it is when green flag is clicked, it should switch backdrop to level 1. So even if you're in level 3, you will still be sent back to level 1 when the green flag is clicked. And when it receives level 1 complete, it should switch backdrop to level 2. When it receives level 2 complete, it should switch backdrop to level 3. Now I'm going to start my game. I've already failed. Let me try again. Let me play again. I'm done.
It's so exciting. It's so exciting. And it's a nice project. Just we are still enjoying. I was still enjoying to get to see how the game is played, but then the time is up, and I just like the way you managed to come up with that whole project within just a few days that we gave you to prepare. And I love the insist. Maybe just to share your passion. I'm also passionate about space science, and I like to go to space, to be an astronaut. But then when you keep on developing such games which inspire the children also to maybe take on the career of space science, and also see how beautiful the skies are in a way of playing games. It's also a good thing to do. And I like the way you are so clear when you're explaining your code, and just that what really makes your game a little bit difficult is maybe it's the way you put your arrows, the code you used in your arrows. You said maybe you use the move. You could as well use the change X or change X by negative, and then you make it forever such that once someone clicks the left arrow, it keeps on going to the left until someone is not pressing it. So that is something you can use. So let me give thank you very much. And I'm so happy that you have really managed to improve and also to create such an amazing game. Share it on Scratch and other people will also play. Let me give a chance to any of the judges or maybe the audience to ask after the judges or maybe to give some comments. Thank you very much, our judges. Please, if you have any comment or any question, please go ahead.
Wire. Can you hear me, Wire?
Yes, Mr. Henry, we can hear you.
This is a very good game. You know, all our talks have been talking about going to space, and you can imagine tacos falling from the sky as you're going to space. I think I would get out of the rocket to tackle the tacos. But I would like Natasha to come again on the importance of that game. Thank you. But it's a good game.
Oh,
Thank you. My game entertains children when they're bored.
Entertains them when they are bored. Do you have any other way apart from entertaining them and also inspiring them to adventure into space science? Or how do you think they can also be helped actually when they play your game?
Not to give up because it's very hard and they always fail.
All right, that's nice. So that's her response, and if it satisfies you, then it's okay. If not, then they'll get a chance. Maybe we shall again ask them questions via email at the end of this meeting.
Hi, Solomon.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Gladys. I'm Gladys Natseka, one of the judges. So I have a few comments to give. First of all, Natasha, thank you for that presentation. I'm impressed by your game where you used so many things in your project. There were you used so many sprites, then the alterations of 10 steps, then the pop sound. I'm impressed that you are able to use all those functions within Scratch. Yeah, me, that's all I can say. Like, thank you. And I'm impressed by that. It's a bit complicated. I was actually shocked when you did such a game, but yeah, it's good work. Keep up.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Gladys and Natasha. Then if we have anyone else in the audience, you have a question for Natasha or any comment, please, you have a few seconds before we move on to the next participant. I don't know whether if you are supposed to come next, that is Ethan. After Ethan, we shall have
Mr. Berry, I would like to comment on Natasha's project. First of all, I would like to thank her for the good work done, but I've not captured any PowerPoint skills. She didn't do any PowerPoint.
Or maybe she did not present the maximizing the screen, but she had a PowerPoint and she presented. So maybe what Vivian is trying to tell you, Natasha, is that we should improve on your PowerPoint skills. And it's so unfortunate that we didn't actually, through the previous cohort, we didn't teach you how to do that, but still you managed to come up with a PowerPoint, and now it's something you can now try to improve upon. But otherwise, the presentation was okay for me, and Vivian is recommending you to try to learn more PowerPoint presentation skills. Is that what you meant, Vivian?
Yeah, But the game was good, but that's what I meant. Mm.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Now, I guess there are no more questions. I guess there are no more comments. And we also need criticism, by the way. Everyone, all the participants, every judge is always saying, good, good, good. Let's also criticize their creations. Let's have now, if we have Ethan, if you're there, please just take the chat. Yes, please, Mr. Henry.
Maybe to come on the criticism part is that Natasha's game is very good, but it is so quick and hard even for her who generated it. Did you see that?
Yes.
Could she improve her game by putting second chances to the quick losers? You understand what I mean?
Very good. That's a very powerful comment, actually, because
yeah.
Natasha, if you're going to take your game to the public, if someone is going to try your game and they get frustrated just by the first minutes or the first seconds, trust me, they are going to throw away your game and download another game. So it's always good to provide initiatives to give the chance to the participant. Let the first level be as easy as possible. Let someone be able to see the second level. At least let's get the hard bit of the game in maybe the third level or the fourth level, but we should encourage someone to get excited and to, everyone loves to win. I know you, Natasha, you also love to win. You don't want to just, from the start, you go to P1 to the first class and they tell you you're not going to proceed. So let's try to, just as Mr. Henry has said, encourage someone to play your game, encourage someone to buy your commodity by making them first, let it be friendly to them. Let it not be harsh to them in the beginning. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, otherwise, thanks for the comment, Henry. We can now move on to, I'm not sure if Ethan is around, but if Ethan is around, you can share your screen. And if you're not around, then let's have Tutu Paul Frederick come next. Then the last person should be Martin Aori. Please just go ahead and share your screen, then present. These will be the last presenters, then we end this discussion. Do we have Paul? Paul and Martin. Okay, so if we don't have, Paul and Martin said here, sir, we did not finish our project. Can we present tomorrow? All right, that's, can I present on Tuesday? But if it's okay, if you can present, even if it's not complete, you just tell us about your project, and then you maybe send the video later in the week. Or Ethan, if you're there, then you can present. So those are the people who had registered to present their project. So let's give a chance to, if you're ready, please go ahead and just tell us about your project. All right. So if they are not ready, and it's already 4 p.m., the rest of the participants will be sending their presentations via, we wanted all participants to send presentations through YouTube videos or video clips, but then some wanted to present live to the, because there may be challenges in recording the videos, screen recording. So others will send their videos. Then the judges will determine who will compare with these ones, and then we determine who will go on to the next stage. And we shall be giving you more comments through email. We have your emails, we have your WhatsApp number. So throughout the week, we are going to be giving you this feedback. And those who are selected to go to the Ignite phase of the training will be informed by the end of next week. And also everyone who has presented or everyone who is going to send their video is going to get a certificate. And you who will be the finalists will be able to compete at the end to find the best innovator of the month once the cohort 2 have also finished presenting. That's in the coming weeks. Otherwise, for now, we have come to the close of this presentation, and I want to just give a chance to my judges to just give closing remarks, and then we shall give a chance to maybe one or two participants or anyone in the audience to just give their recommendations or to say any closing remarks. Then we shall end this in this discussion. So my dear honorable judges, please take the floor, and let's do this within only 2 minutes or 1 minute. Then we can go on to other things.
Hello, everyone. This is Gladys again. So on the remarks that we have been told to share, well, I did. And even the first speaker, though I didn't get her name, but on the screen I could see it was Ruth Chimeze, I think, Ruth, the first speaker. The project was quite simple and brief and also interesting, but the person did not utilize almost all the things that are in the Scratch project, like the sounds, those things, the sprites. Okay, yeah, she used the sprites, but there's more. But I'm also impressed by the good work you all have done. Yeah, and keep up the good work. Keep on creating more games, because this is the future, coding. So if you started now, then you will be able to achieve greater things in the near future, because now this is the way to go. All right, then thank you very much. And I would like to thank you all for being here and putting in your time.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Wire.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I have a friend whose WhatsApp profile says, in a world where you can be anything, be wise. I would like to tell these young people that this is the time when technology should be harnessed, and this is the time we should dream big. This is the time we should go beyond the boxes or cages in which we are put in, to start thinking big and competing with those people who have been in the competition game before. And always tell our parents that at the end of the tunnel there is light. Coding is it might not be a new word to me, but I think if you put focus on something, as Alexandra was saying that her game does, you can achieve everything you need. And no one should limit their dreams, because no one knows the volume or the magnitude of this world. And let them dream big and improve on their games. More so on Alexandra's game, she should revise the game and make sure she comes up with a more appetizing outlook of the game. I would recommend some more features in the game, and so that she can capture the eyes of the young people she's targeting. And that's all I can say. Thank you very much, Wire.
Thank you very much, Mr. Henry. Do we have any words from Vivian or Angela before we go to the audience?
Hello, hi, this is Angela at Kunda. I hope everyone is fine. Number one, I begin by apologizing. I think I was the last to enter the meeting. I apologize, but I promise I'm going to watch through the recorded video. Though I came in while Cleo, Cheretich was presenting. I am not very proud of her presentation skills. I think she should improve, but I'm going to come up with a broader view and a better, how do I say it? Better presentation about whatever they presented, the two of them, and I'll give you my feedback. Thank you so much. Please keep up the coding spirit. Technology is the way to go. Like Mr. Kahika said, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me, technology is the light at the end of every tunnel. Thank you.
Nice to hear from you, Angela, and thanks for sparing your time to join us despite your busy schedule. So, do we have Vivian?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I can actually say I was really impressed by every presenter's work. Though I was greatly impressed by the Gracious, though he conveyed his work so well, but I think he did everything so well. He put straight the importance of his project, his confidence was good. Anyway, they all did great. Even Alexandria, her project is simple but interesting. Yeah, I think these people should keep up the spirit. They really have a bright future if they're really determined with this great work. I think they are good to go. Yeah, though Natasha, yeah, I already commented about her presentation.
Sorry, we are losing you. You're breaking. I don't know whether it's my internet.
Hello, can you still hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Oh yes, so yeah, as I was saying, the Gracious did really great, though I didn't really capture his project so well. The display, okay. He explained to us how his project works, but then how to play, I didn't really capture that, but he did great. And then Alexandria also had a simple project, but so nice. Yes. Yeah, then Natasha, like Henry said, maybe reduce on the speed because she also failed to play the game at some point. So, but they're really talented. I was so impressed. That's what I think.
Okay, thank you very much, Vivian. We are going to see more of those when they send their videos. Others also, we have many participants who chose to send their videos because they felt like this time given to them, the people who are presenting managed to make their games within a few days, but then the rest will be sending their videos next week by Thursday, and then we can complete the assessment. Now, let's give a chance to I first of all I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for joining in and thank our esteemed judges for sparing their time despite their busy schedules to come and see. You see, to support a child is to support the nation and to support the world. So if we spare our time to support our children to be able to help us when we are old, when we are great grandchildren, then this is the best initiative or maybe the best choice we have made. So if we have anyone in the audience, maybe a participant also wants to give their closing remarks, then please go ahead. Let's give a chance to one or two, a lady and a gentleman, or just one person to just say anything or any closing remarks, even if you're a participant. Then we can proceed. You can maybe share your experience throughout the training, or maybe your experience and what you aspire to, or maybe what you want to create more, anything that you feel like saying before we end this discussion. Just unmute yourself and say. All right, so if we have all spoken, so and no one is going to speak next, then we can end this discussion. And I really want to thank all of you. And I wish you all good luck for those who have presented today. I know you are all winners. You are all assured that you're going to get certificates, but you can also have a lot of hope that you're going to be able to move to the next stage, because I'm really impressed by all your presentations. I'm very sure if we need people to go to the Ignite stage, then you are the people we are looking for. And we also wish you good luck if you're going to be one of the winners of our prizes in the Best Innovator of July. Then we shall also be happy to see you there. So see you in our next adventure. We shall be in touch, and I wish you a nice weekend. Don't stop. Keep on creating, keep on innovating. Even after this, let me keep on creating those games and sharing with me. Let me take a look at your shared games or shared projects. Don't only make games, try to make applications. We gave you a few concepts of how to make applications, but we, in the Ignite stage, we shall be now doing the advanced programming of now better games and also maybe more applications. So don't you worry, but you can still be curious and try to take your own adventure. So I see Ruthie, maybe we shall get in touch. You sent me a email, you said, I want to make an education game project. So what about my question? So if you want to make an education project, we sent you the links of the previous participants. You saw some of them were creating education games. So you can take a look at what they made. Go to those YouTube channels, YouTube links we sent you, especially for the last one, the last link. You will see we have 2 participants who made education games, and they are really nice. Maybe we shall reshare those links and you can get inspired. But it's good if you can make an education. There are many ways you can make an education game. How do I store answers in variables? I think we shall send you more slides about how to use variables. You just text me via WhatsApp, and then I'll be able to send, but we shall send all of you once we have them prepared. Otherwise, if there are no more questions, goodbye and thank you for coming.